ready to scrape up the floor, but there's one more thing I've got to do, and because I happen to have a broom here that will do it, I'm going to do it. Now, I don't usually sweep this up per se when I get to this point, because then it's going to throw up dust that's been down there on the floor for years. And so I happen to have a broom here, and it came with a dustpan, a little set like this. Okay, I'm going to take this dustpan, and it's just something I kind of figured out. I'm going to put it right here, like that, snap it on there. Okay, now I'm going to use that as my little scraper, and I'm going to do it this way, not that way, and I'm going to get this floor all around the edges. And that's going to keep my dust down, because I'm not going to sweep this floor up. I'm just going to do this. I want to get most of this out. I think I hit it too hard there. I want to get most of this out before I start scraping, just to get the little bits and pieces out of here off the floor. That's all I'm going to do. Take this back out, off of here. Now I'm ready for the next step. Now before I change this blade, I think it's getting kind of dull, but I'm going to just try it out a little bit first. Here. See, when I use a scraper blade, I'm only using from here over. As I set this down, all the weight is transferred. Can you see that? As I'm scraping, all the weight is transferred from here to there, not at this tip, from here that way. I can still get some off at the very end with a really sharp blade, but once it's not as sharp, I've got to bear down and concentrate here. Then I can flip it over and bear down, because all the weight is now transferred over there. You can see how this thing is. It's not straight. The handle seems to be crooked, but it's not. And as you're pushing, the idea is that you're not scraping straight on something like that. You're scraping at an angle. So you're taking this blade and you're zipping it off at an angle. But how I use it is I'm transferring my weight over here. When this starts getting dull, I flip it over and do this side. When that gets dull, I take the blade out, flip the blade over, because this side's going to be sharper, right? This side's going to be sharp, and that side's going to be sharp. So when I flip it over, this side of the blade is now going to be over there. So now I can utilize my blade effectively before I have to change it. Okay, so I'm just going to... And when I scrape, I try to just scrape off about an inch or less at a go. And then the whole weight of the scraper is pushing over through it. If you had carpet glue on the floor and you're trying to scrape that, you're gonna scrape it a little bit different way. But because this is so tight to the floor, I try to do it in little short bursts. So that side's getting pretty dull. I can flip it over, and now I'm working from here over there, little bits, and the blade is getting kind of dull, but I'm gonna just throw a little bit and see what I can do. Anything I can get off of here now is better than getting down on my hands and knees and using that, because I'm going to have to go back over this with this one. That's going to take me a little bit longer. So I want to get off as much as I can with this. And then see if the blade, if this arm is too long, I hold there and I unscrew the top, and I can slide this down, see? I can slide it down and then tighten it back up if I want it this long. I can bear down on it, try it a different way. Because see, once it's lower, I can put my pressure here and maybe try to get this other side of the blade to work a little bit before I flip it over. Because I've got more weight transferring. If you can imagine this way up here, I've got less weight. If I'm way up here, I've got less weight transferring over to the end, okay? So I can slide this back down, and I can try to use this side for right now. Not working too much, I'm gonna flip it over, and I'm gonna try to use this top section just for a little bit. See, it's not really working here, because it's not as sharp. I'm gonna flip this over here in a minute. But I still have a little bit of life on the back side, so I'm gonna keep it down. I'm gonna try just this bit of the blade. Gotta figure out, find your angle of where it's gonna scrape off the most. I'm gonna flip it over. I'm gonna try it over here now. And I got a little bit of there. Gotta make that noise. Yeah. Make it work. See, I thought this blade was dull. I'm glad I'm trying it. At least I got this little bit here. And I got plenty of blades left. I got probably 10 extra blades. They come in 5-packs. Generally at the store, you can buy them in 5-packs like this. Okay. Sometimes they come in a 3-pack. Or 5-pack. Sometimes I've even seen them in a 10-pack, depending where you get them. Lots of carpet wholesale outlets that sell carpet, let's say commercial carpet or something like that. You can go there, you can buy all your tools there if you don't want to go to your hardware store.
Fun.
Well, that's all I got for this time, but I'll be back with more videos.